Hello, welcome to Mother J's social media platform and Crystal's photo finishing. Good morning, wherever you are. Good afternoon. Hope it's wonderful wherever you are. Good evening. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. My name is Crystal Thomas, and I must say that I am my mother's keeper. I wanted to share a little bit about Mother J today. I am her caregiver. Um, I think I mentioned a few weeks ago, my mom had some kind of way contracted COVID or have COVID. And as you all know, that my daughter has been going through chemo for the last, been back and forth to New York since June, July this year. So when she contracted COVID, my daughter's immune system is so low after each treatment. So I was unable to bring mama home because she had COVID. So I've been feeling some kind of way not being able to spend time with Mother J. But today, I was able to go spend time with her. Went to pick her up, and we went out to eat. And I will be shooting a lot of videos. I call myself doing car chronicles of Mother J. Boy, she has some stories, and I will share those and attach them to this video here. But what I want to share with you today is the importance of caregiving, but not only that, the importance of the caregiver taking care of him or herself. I remember saying to you guys a couple of weeks ago that yes, I know that I'm a good mother and I'm a very good caregiver, but I just thought it would be for my mom. This is her 10th year experiencing Alzheimer's, and we agreed that I would be able to videotape her and take pictures of her, and she's so much fun. You guys know that. But what I also realized, I never thought about my husband being in a wheelchair. I never thought about my daughter being sick, and me, she's 29, taking care of her as well. So it's actually taken a toll on me as a caregiver. I think the flying back and forth was a lot, and not being able to spend that precious time with Mother J, not being able to take her to church like I normally do, not having the ability to take her to the farmer's market and the Walmart and spend time with her. So today I did that, and I will start back up spending quality time with her. My daughter said that she wanted to go home for Thanksgiving. Yay, which is wonderful. She wanted to spend time with her nieces and nephews that she's never spent Thanksgiving with. And so that's going to be awesome. They're going to fly down or drive down from Georgia to North Carolina. That is awesome. And then therefore and she left on Friday. Today is Monday. So I was able to spend time with my mother, and I'm going to bring her home this week and spend time, the normal things that we normally do, the jacuzzi, the manicure, the pedicure, shampooing her hair, rebraiding her hair, and doing all kinds, dressing up for Sunday, the things that you guys love seeing, the things I love doing for her. But as I first stated, that it's so vitally important for us as caregivers to take care of ourselves. What does that look like? And what do you mean take care of yourself? When do you have time to take care of yourself and you're taking care of somebody else? I mean, is there a slot? Is there a schedule? I mean, do you really know when you need to stop what you're doing and care for somebody else and meet their needs? No, it just happens. So we as caregivers, we stop what we need to do for ourselves, and we immediately attend to the person that we feel is in crisis or need our services the most. And what I experienced this past week being in New York, it was really something else. First of all, when I left West Palm Beach, it was 85 degrees. When I got to New York, it was in its 30s. Can you imagine me and my bald head, and I'm going from 85 to 30 degrees, and I had the right clothes and hoodies and toboggans with fur in them, and I had the insulated coat, the duck down coat. I had all of that, but just the shock of your body going through that. I dealt with that, and I couldn't sleep. It was just too cold. My son was able to go with us, Beret, which was wonderful. So we got there on Wednesday, fine. And then Thursday, it was time for us to go out. I just couldn't sleep well on Wednesday night because I was so cold. So I said, I'm going to get up and put my toboggan on because it's got fur on the inside, and cover my bald head and cover my ears in the cover. Then I was able to go to sleep. Don't laugh. You do what you got to do when you have to do it. So on Thursday morning, we got up, and of course, it was time for Heaven to go to the lab and to get her blood work done, her urinalysis to make sure her levels were up to par. And guys, I am so grateful that her levels were great. They were like 10.1, way above normal. They were high, her white blood count. Every time she takes the chemo, her blood count goes down low. So I was so excited. So the doctor also prescribed her 3 other meds, which was like a steroid and an anti-nausea medication to take the day before, the night before, the day of, the night after her chemo, which was Friday, and also Saturday. When she got ready to take her chemo on Friday, from just taking the medication on Thursday, her white blood count was 22.2, critically high. I know that sounds horrible, but remember this, every time she takes chemo, it goes way down. So for the first time, she was able to have chemo and not worry about her levels bottom out, which was wonderful. We just had to make sure she got plenty of fluids. So she was able, after we got home, we flew home on Monday, last Monday. She did well Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And Thursday, this little lady decided, I'm going to take my dog and take my belongings and drive from Port St. Lucie, Florida to Gastonia, North Carolina. That's about a 10, 12-hour drive if you stop. I said, Heaven, are you strong enough? She said she was strong enough. She was well enough. And I am so grateful for, number 1, for the prayers. Number 2, for the support. Number 3, for, just believing and her having the faith to believe that she can do it, and she did it. She did agree to spend the night overnight halfway in Georgia, and then she drove on into North Carolina on Friday. She's doing well. She said she went out a little bit yesterday. She rested all day Saturday, and she's up and about. She had to take her dog to see the vet, and she's got some other business to take care of. And then, of course, on Wednesday night, she'll be flying out again on Wednesday on a private aircraft. Y'all know we love them private aircrafts. I am so grateful for the Cancer Society, Alliance, SOARS. They have been so good to us. And so I wanted to share that, you never know what is available to you if you don't ask, if you don't do research. Some of the best social workers I've ever met has been so dear to us when it comes to her medical care, bills piled up. Even when she decided to do she wanted to save her eggs before she took chemo. Even with that, y'all, I have so much information I would love to share with others. They were able to pay for all her medication for those 6 weeks for the egg retrieval, which is like $40,000. All of the medical was she's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. There's money out there. If you have a child, if you have a young person that's dealing with what my daughter has dealt with, I give you the resources, honey. They're there for us, and we need to share them. So it's a blessing to be able to understand you need to go have chemo, but one day you want to have some children, and I want some grandbabies. So I have 19 eggs in storage so that my daughter can have some babies later on, which is wonderful. So then after she returned and went home, I felt, okay, number 1, let me make sure Mother J is testing negative for COVID. My immune system is not the best. When I was there this last time, oh my God, y'all, the subways, the Ubers, the cold weather, my personal hot flashes, my hormones aren't the best. All of that, it was just back and forth, back and forth. And then I asked her, I said, how far we walked? This was Thursday before chemo. We walked almost 8 miles. 8 miles. 2 miles, I'm good. 3, okay. At 7.6 miles, 7.7 miles, that's a lot. And then on top of that, my body was going through all these kind of changes. We walked, we took our time, we enjoyed, we went out to eat, went shopping, because I made up my mind, regardless of what is going on, I still have joy. I mentioned to you before that one of my friends, one of my daughters, one of my little sisters had a daughter that passed, and she had to had a funeral, okay? And she preached the funeral, and she said in her eulogy, no matter what has happened, I still have joy. So that has been my mantra. No matter what is going on with heaven, Sade, no matter what is going on with me, I still have joy. No, okay, Mama did, Mother J, she did get COVID. You know what? I still have joy. I don't care what it looks like. I still have joy. And so this week, we're going to have a ball. I plan to go live. And if anybody would like to chit chat and talk with her this weekend, fine. It's okay. If you want to ask her some questions, now listen. Now, what comes out of her mouth, yeah, but she loves talking. She loves addressing people. She doesn't have a really good filter. So remember, she does have Alzheimer's, and sometimes she may repeat herself. But it's some funny stuff and it's some real stuff, she says over and over again. I called my brothers when I went to visit her today, and she started wide open. I was talking to her about the importance of, dating if she wanted to date. And she said she had no problem dating, but she wasn't going to date an ugly man. I said, wait a minute, mama, you never taught me that. It's the heart. As long as the person have a good heart. She said, I don't care what you say. I'm closing my right mind, and I am not going to date no ugly man. So I'm going to share the videos of mama. We're going to call that Mother J's Car Chronicle. She was a hot mess today. She was a hot mess talking to me. She was a hot mess talking to my brother, Reverend Larry Watson. She was a hot mess talking to my baby brother. Mother J was a hot mess. But you know what? Out of all that being said, I still have joy because you know what? We were able to wake up this morning, able to spend time together. I took her to one of her favorite restaurants, Kentucky Fried Chicken. My mama loves some KFC. Got her some Kentucky Fried Chicken. She loves the cream potatoes. I have learned that even though I want to be healthy and I want to eat what's right, she's 90. Whatever makes her happy and it doesn't make her sick, you can have it. So she had us some Kentucky Fried Chicken and she was happy as I don't know what. So again, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for all the kind comments. Thank you for believing in what we're doing. Thank you for saying, I know it's supposed to be Mother J's platform, but listen, I have a life. I have a daughter. I have a husband. And sometimes it's not just Mother J. I have to do something extra. Thank you for being patient with me and sending up prayers and understanding and asking about her, asking about my mama, asking about my daughter. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. And I really want to say the most important thing you can do for us is to pray for us as a unit. Pray for me. I am not too ashamed to say when I need prayer. And I'm going to tell y'all, this last trip, it was rough. My body became very, very weak. Caregivers, taking care of yourself, you call yourself helping somebody else, my body was weak. My body was off balance. And I've been home since last Monday. And today, I sort of feel like I'm okay, right? So remember, we got to take care of those folks. We need to take our happy hips, and lay in the bed sometime and just rest. We need to turn our phones off. Caregiver, I know. We need to do all that other stuff, but if you don't do it, if you don't take care of yourself, you cannot, absolutely, positively cannot take care of anybody else. You gotta sometimes, let me just go lay in the jacuzzi, let me take a bubble bath. Just lay down and relax and listen to my favorite music. You got to do it. You have to say, look, I'm not cooking today. Let's order us a sub from Jersey Mike. I was so embarrassed. I came home from New York, and for 3 days straight, we ordered subs from Jersey Mike. I don't even eat meat. I was tired, right? It took me a minute to go to the farmer's market and to buy some red peppers, green peppers, the stuff I normally cook with. And I got some herbs on the porch, some fresh, I got oregano, and I've got some cumin. I cook fresh vegetables and fruit. It took me a minute because my body was tired and exhausted. I wanted to make sure they haven't got off. I wanted to make sure that my granddog got off safely, and they got to the hotel and they was home safe. And then I could do what I need to do, right? So remember, y'all, I know we do a lot of things for other people's caregivers, but I'm going to tell you this. If you don't take care of yourself and you overdo it, you won't be here. And you will not be able to take care of mom and them, Mother J, heaven, kids, husband, nobody else. We have to stop. Look, they're going to be okay for 24 hours. They're going to be okay if you don't go in the refrigerator and pour them that fresh juice. They'll be okay. They're not going to die, right? Listen, you need to also remember it is so vitally important for us to take our vitamins. Take your elderberry. Take your vitamin C. It's winter time in some places. Make sure that you build up your immune system. So when your body is attacked by whatever, colds or flu, you do have some vitamin C, some elderberry, your vitamin D is up to par. You've been drinking plenty of fluids. You've been walking your 10,000 steps. Okay. I have not been walking 10,000 steps. I do average about 2 miles a day now. But do something. Just because it's wintertime, it does not mean you don't need to hydrate your body. Just because you're busy taking care of somebody else, it does not mean that you do not take care of yourself. I have missed 2 appointments. My primary physician, no, 3. My cardiac appointment and my eyes. Y'all, if I don't have on these glasses, I can't see. And you know I need to see my doctor. The last time I was home, my appointments were set up, but you know what happened? They didn't do my referral. What do you call a referral? You had to get referral to your specialist, the authorization. I did what I was supposed to do. My primary doctor messed it up. Then I'm back in the air flying home, flying to New York. So listen, I am going to spend time the next 6 to 8 weeks with me, myself, and I. I'm going to clean up what I want to clean up. I'm going to sleep as long as I choose to sleep. I'm going to follow up and get my blood results done and go get my appointments that I'm supposed to do. And then within the next 6 weeks, Heaven's flying out on Wednesday with one of her best friends. She's like a nurse. Her mom is a registered nurse. Her dad is a MD. So, they're going to be okay. She's flying out on Wednesday with Heaven, and they're going to be there together from Wednesday to Monday. She'll be fine because she was fine this time. I'm believing that. And I do need a break, okay? And then when she comes home, she's going to enjoy Thanksgiving in North Carolina in her home with her family and friends and doing the things that she wants to do. And it's okay. She said, Mama, are you coming to North Carolina? No. You know why? Because I can't see myself putting Mama in respite and leaving her here, and I'm somewhere celebrating Thanksgiving without my mama. I'm not doing that. No. Y'all enjoy. Call me. We'll FaceTime. So also remember this. It's okay to say no. Y'all need to get that word. Caregivers, get that word. N-O in your vocabulary. It's okay to say no. It's okay. I promise you they're going to be okay. I'm having to learn that. In the next 6 to 8 weeks, I've got to go back to New York with Heaven. This week coming is going to be her last round of chemo. Hallelujah. I'm so grateful. Heaven's skin is beautiful. Her hair has grown. Oh my God. Her nails are beautiful. I mean, thank God she did not go through some of the things that other folks go through when they do chemo. She is so pretty. She's pretty. I mean, I think that was a high school picture, but she don't do the long straight hair. That's her natural hair, but she's really pretty. I'm so grateful. Yeah, she lost a lot of weight, but she looks really, really good. She walks, and she only eats fruits and vegetables. She may eat some salmon. So she's learned how to eat and to maintain her weight. I am grateful. What I have learned to do is that I can't make anybody do anything they need to do. I can't make my husband stop eating sugar. I can't make him stop drinking all that coffee. I can't make him stop doing the dairy products. I can't make Beret do the right thing. All I can do is encourage and live, right? And allow adults to make adults' decision. We cannot burn ourselves out wanting more for people than they want for themselves. Everybody can make their own decisions and to live the way they choose to live. The only thing we can do is pray for them, encourage them, direct them to the physicians, encourage them to do therapy. Yeah, I do therapy every week. I need therapy. My daughter does therapy every week. When you look at your child and your mama's somewhere else and somebody's got a hole in your daughter's chest and shooting chemo and taking blood out, and you sit there and watch that day in and day out, oh, we need some therapy. Because who wants to see that? We need therapy for the mood swings. We need therapy for how they react to the medication. We need therapy on how we get along. It's not just mama and she's 9 years old, she's 29. So there's levels and barriers. We have to think about, okay, I'm doing this for you, but what about my mama? She can't even make decisions. She don't even know what day of the week it is. She don't even know what time it is. She don't even know if she's at home, my house, memory care, in North Carolina. She has no clue. That's a lot. So just because you're doing excellent when it comes to thriving and taking care of the loved ones, you need to take care of yourself. Because if you don't, you will not be here to take care of anybody. That includes me. So I wish and I pray that everybody have a wonderful holiday season. I am learning no matter what goes on in my life, I still have joy. I'm also learning this, that I am grateful. I have an attitude of gratefulness and being thankful. I'm thankful. I am above ground. My kids are above ground. My mom, okay, she got all stuff, but she's above ground. She can laugh and she can talk. Somebody this holiday season don't have their mom, don't have their grandmother, their sister, their brother. Somebody's going to be really sad and still grieving from having a holiday and not having a loved one around. So those of us that have our loved ones, let's be grateful. Let's be thankful. And let's pray for those that may be missing their loved ones this year. I think about my niece. I have a niece, Deja and Georgia. A couple of years ago, they lost their mom. This year, they lost their grandmother. You know, those are people that cook and serve food, and you go to their houses for Thanksgiving. They're not here, right? So let's learn to be thankful, be grateful, be supportive of the ones that may be going through a bad time this season. It starts around Thanksgiving, really, really bad. The crisis happened around Christmas. Suicidal thoughts are above, way beyond than the norm because people are hurting. So let's remember those people in prayer because we're doing good. Are we okay? And you say, well, Krista, you're doing good. You look good. Pfft, child, please. No matter what I am going through and how bad it looks, somebody's worse off than me, right? I just have a little platform. I just make it look good. Put a little paint on my face, right? Put a little eyeliner on and put a little cheese and smile and make it look good. Oh, yes, I'm going through. Yes, I feel like crying sometimes. But remember this, we all have to have somebody we can talk to, have somebody we can depend on, have somebody who can listen to us and understand. We need a therapist. You may not have a husband, you may not have a wife. You need somebody to talk to that's going to just listen. They don't have to give you recommendations, just to listen. That is so important. If you know someone has lost a loved one, just say, I'm there for you. If you just want to call me and cry, if you just want to call me and say, I miss my mom, I miss my grandma, I miss my papa, it's okay. Just be there. You don't have to have the right words to say. You don't have to be a therapist or a counselor. Just be there. Just be there. I have a lady that adopted some kids through the agency that I was working with, and it's been 14 years. I still talk to them. I love them. Peggy, Gabriel, I love me some Miss Peggy and some Nikki. I love the set of twins that they adopted. They're part of my family now. She's in the hospital. I check on her because I love her. I check on her daughter. Don't overdo it. You're trying to do too much. Your house, Miss Peggy house, and the adopted kids. Right. We have to pour into them and remind caregivers sometimes you're doing too much. Your ankle swole. You need to go somewhere and sit down. Okay? It's okay to do that. That's love. That's chastising somebody with love. That's reinforcing this important. They're important. That we need to make sure that they be okay. So again, thank you so much for being a part of Mother J's platform. Still have some of the same issues I have. I need to change everybody's names so they all say Mother J or Chris. Well, I need to make some changes. I'm going to get to that. I'll make my platform look totally different. I'm going to do some more editing. I'm going to do some polls. I'm going to do some questions, see what you guys want me to talk about. I'm going to do some things on marital, some things people have in infidelity. I'm going to share some information about cancer and some resources out there for young people, young ladies, young men. I'm going to share some vital, important information. If you have a mother that has Alzheimer's dementia, girl, I got the hookup from caregiver groups to all kinds of stuff. It has helped me. I have joined so many different groups just to be a part, to learn and to glean. And when you learn and you grow from something, you're not supposed to keep it to yourself. You're supposed to share it. And that is what I'm going to do. Now, have I been up to par lately? No, I just been posting stuff. But I am coming with a new vengeance, and I'm going to say, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to help somebody else. To know and not to share it and not to make sure somebody else get that information, that's selfish. I am not selfish. I want to glean and learn from others, and I want to share it. So I'm going to have multiple platforms you may be able to glean from and get none. No, there's no fee. I just want to share it, right? I want to share it. And if you know somebody that needs, that's young, or they want to try a different type of chemo, I got the hookup. I got the doctors, right? If you say, well, Crystal, I live in North Carolina, but the facility I want to go to is in Virginia, I got the hookup. You need to be flown there every week. When God blesses you, it's important for us to bless others and to share that. I'm going to share. I'm going to share everything that I've done. And it's a wonderful thing to have your child or your loved one to go through radiation and chemo, and they able to skip around and walk 7, 9, 10 miles and no pain. A little sleepy, but no pain. No hair falling out. Nails not falling, no throwing up. That is a beautiful treatment. And I want to share it. I want to share it because it doesn't mean that you have to have chemo and you throw up 3 or 4 days and by the time you feel better, it's time to go back. I am not knocking it, but I'm just saying there's some alternative things you can do. Chemo, but you don't have to be sick as a dog. That's what I'm saying. And if it was available for my daughter, it's available for your daughter. It's available for your son. It's available for your mama. It's available for your niece, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I want the best of the best. And I promise you, we have received the best of the best and such of the most profound social workers I have ever experienced in my life. So it's about connections. It's about making sure you're connected with the right people and the right resources. There's people out there willing to help you. You have not because you ask not. There's so many grants and there's so many things out there for you. I want to share them with you. I want to share them with you. So with that being said, it's been almost 30 minutes. And I want to say thank you again. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am going to share some pieces of Mother J's Car Chronicles. And I will share this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm going to share all that Sunday. Y'all know she goes to church and get to dancing all over the church. We have a plan. We're going to mask her up. I'm going to sit on one end of the bench, and Lee's going to sit on the other so she can't get out. The last time she got out, she was all in front of the church, on the communion table, up almost to the pastor, hugging the first lady. Everybody's got the shouting and dancing. I mean, I don't know where she got COVID from, but I'm going to mask her little happy hips up. I'm going to sit on one inch of the pew. Lee's going to be on the other end for this wheelchair. She can dance. She can dance right between the pews. She ain't getting out, okay? And she's going to be masked up. Oh, she look cute. She have on her hats and her shoes and her dresses. She can shout all she wants to inside that pew. Y'all didn't see this, but the last video that I posted, she danced all over the place, and I had to end up sitting on the front row, the very front row, to keep her calm. I didn't want to go up in the pulpit, up on the choir. She just be all over herself. I know she's spiritual, and I know she loves Jesus, but you still have to do things in decency and order. So with that being said, have a wonderful morning wherever you are. Have a awesome afternoon. And there's some place in the world like here in Port St. Lucie, Florida, it's evening time. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the people you're with. Love on the people that you love. Kiss them. Kiss them on the cheek. Love you just because. Give somebody a hug. And we'll see you on the next video. God bless. Bye-bye.